Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to explain to you what I've learned all these years, about 35 of them, from sports and how they changed my life, how they forged me, and how I became who I am because sports consistently. I've been running, long distance, riding, so endurance sports in the last 20 years. And let me tell you, those sports, they teach you, they forge you, they make you suffer. You gotta keep up with your training plan, and that's gonna teach you a lot of things. You gotta get up, you gotta get going no matter what. You have to motivate yourself. You're tired, you're beaten up, you're hurting, you're hungry, but you gotta put your head down and keep going. And that's tough, and it will change you. So here is what I learned from all those years and how we can implement in our life sports, that any sports, but something that you learn from the sports that you're doing. How can you implement that in your life? Sports, they forge you, they change you. They certainly did that to me. And what I've learned is that it teaches you a lot of things, forces you to keep with the schedule. You're hurting, you're tired, you got to get going. If you made a commitment, you got to get going. Same with other things in life. I go to work and people ask me, where'd you get your energy from? What are you taking? I said, I'm not taking anything. This is who I am. I'm pumped up. I got energy. I'm motivated. Let's do this. So sports are very, very interesting. So here is what they taught me. Well, let's start with commitment. Commitment is big. You have to commit. You have to be committed. If you start a business, if you start a sport, anything you do, you have to be committed and determined. Family, business, anything. Don't give up. You have to set a goal. It taught me to set goals. I had to be structural about this. I needed to know the direction where I'm going, where I want to end up, how I can get there and be better and do better. Mental and physical toughness. Sports teach you mental and physical toughness. For me, I'm always outside. So the sports that I do, those are outside, running and cycling. Well, you can do it inside, but insignificant. Means nothing, not that much. Most of the time, I am fighting the elements. And if you do the same, you're fighting the elements. Cold, wind, all that stuff. Rain, hot, you name it. So it gives you a mental and physical toughness. You have to work out your plan, like we talked about. Make a plan, your diet, your training plan. So that requires mental toughness. I learned how to manage my energy. You have to manage your energy. When you work, you train, you have a family, you have to manage your energy. You need to find tricks how to do that. Sleep is crucial. You have to get a good night's sleep. Maybe even take a nap. Same with work. You have to implement this to have a high energy. If you want to make a lot of money, you want to work long hours, you have to have a good energy. Sleep, food, nutrition, all these things, recovery. You can implement this in your life. Time management. Sport taught me time management. And it's a big part of my life. How do I manage time with all the jugglings? You have to have a great time management. You got to go to training, you make it home, get to work, on time, family, friends, all these things. Time management is very important. Make a plan. I learned how to make a plan. Sport taught me to make a plan because I wanted to be better. So how can you be better without a plan? No such a thing. So now my whole life is planned. Everything is planning. I plan everything. I write everything down and I make a strategy how to get it done. It drives my wife nuts, but hey, it works for me. Discipline. Discipline, it's self-control. I learned all those years self-control from sports. How to establish a routine, I learned. How to change habits, develop a systematic schedule, and how to execute that. Systems, they do work. Whatever that is, however you can develop that, it will work. It will work for your family, for your work, whatever you do. Put all those together, time, discipline, plan, and work out a system. Most of the time, that will work. If you guys got some value out of it so far and some fun, enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, okay? Now back to the what sports taught me. As you guys know, the Roman and the Greeks, they loved sports. Marcus Aurelius loved sports. It was part of his life. And in this one specifically, he talks about wrestling. And this is what he says. I more like the wrestler's arts than the dancer. It teaches you to stand ready and firm to meet sudden and unexpected onsets. Marcus Aurelius. Sports were a big part of the ancient, and we can learn from that. But let's get back to the story and what I learned and how I implemented those techniques and behaviors in my everyday life. Handling failures. Sports definitely teach you how to handle failures. You fail all the time, every single day, with something. Or when you get ready for a race, you prepare yourself and you fail. You're not doing it the way it's supposed to be. It's not coming through. Here's a story. I signed up for this Mount Baldy Run to the Top. This is a 4-mile, 3,000 feet of running uphill. And on the way down, it's another 4 miles. So it's 8 miles altogether. But anyway, I was running that year like a beast. Uphill running was my strength. Running big mountains, 2,000, 2,500, 2,900 feet of climbing in between 10 and 13 miles. So I got my training that week. I was feeling very confident. So I did a couple big runs. I think the last one I did on Wednesday, 15 mile, 3,000 feet of climbing. And in my mind, that was a great plan. And I worked this out. But I forgot one thing. I forgot the last month workload too that I did. So I overdid it. Race day come and I don't feel the way I should. I was excited, but my legs were not responding. Running, start a race, and sure enough, it wasn't the way it's supposed to be. I was shooting for the podium in my age group, and I think I was 5th in my age group. But I overdid it that week. I realized that afterwards. So that was a failure. I felt on that. It was too much. So same in life. You can fail on other things. You can overdo it or underdo it. Either way, but you have to get up after that. You're going to get punched in the face, but you have to get up after that. Sports give me a great confidence. And it comes down to preparation. You have to be prepared. You have to be prepared for races, for your work, for anything. And you have to be prepared, and whatever you do, you will succeed. And, of course, that will give you confidence. If you are prepared, you are confident. Patience. Sport taught me a great deal of patience about life. We all have to have patience, and I, still working on patience, have to be more patient. In sports and anything else, you put a lot of work in it. You have to have patience. Your work will blossom. It will come to you. but you need to have patience. Sport taught me that. You start running, you start doing something, you think the next week you were Superman? Nah, you worse. Next week you worse because you're more tired than the last week when you started. So it's ups and downs. So you have to have patience and let it come to you. If you do your part, again, it will come to you. So there you have it. These are some of the things that I learned from sports in my 35 years experience doing this, and this is how I implement them in my life. Now, these are very hard habits, behaviors, and systems that I worked out in all those years, and they do not come easy. You have to practice them. You have to work at them. You have to put time in them. When you implement these in your life, your work, your family, your business, it's the same thing. You have to work on those. You have to be patient with them. You have to keep at them. It's going to take time, but it will come to you. To work out these hard habits, work ethic, discipline, behaviors, it's going to require a lot of work. But once you get it done, they come naturally. So, thank you guys. Hope you enjoy my content. Hope you learned something from it. And hope you can improve from it. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next video.